Well, there, hi folks, it's Graham Cooper here from Cooper and Cooper Investment Property Solutions. It's a lovely day here up on the Central Coast where we now live, and yeah, it's probably a little bit warm, but it's February 2021, almost the end of the month, and life goes on. Look, I just wanted to talk to you today, give you some information about what is the best age to start, investing in property, and how old do I have to be, or what is the maximum age I can be, or what is the youngest I can be, and of course that's important because you need to get that right information so that you know how to get started. Well, of course, in this country, in Australia, and I'm talking specifically about Australia and property, the legal age, generally speaking, is 18 years of age, and while that might seem, quite young for some people in their progress through life, well, that's when you can start, and so that's the time when you should be looking towards gathering the information necessary to make some strategic and important moves within your life. So, assuming that at 18 you're ready to get involved in property investment, and you're thinking, well, I don't really have much in savings, but I certainly would like to get on the bandwagon there and get some good capital growth and make some money and start my journey. So one of the things that you can do, of course, is you have parents. You've come from somewhere, and someone's given birth to you, and here you are, and you're just coming into adulthood. So you need a little bit of a helping hand, a lift up, as they say. And one of the ways that you can do that is you can talk with your parents about their situation, and assuming that, of course, they are property owners, they have a home they live in, and they have entered into a mortgage some time ago, maybe 20, even 30 years ago, and so they're paying off the property. They may have even paid it off, and so they have what we call equity. Equity is the difference between what they paid for the home and what the value is at this point in time. So that is their margin. And assuming that they bought 20 or 30 years ago, particularly if we're talking main Sydney metropolitan area as being our primary capital city in Australia, that could be a significant increase in value, of course, and these days you're looking at certainly $1 million for the average home in Sydney, the median price, and potentially if they bought 20 or 30 years ago, they probably paid $200,000 or $300,000, and so they have a nice little nest egg sitting there that they could assist you with. And all it simply means is that on paper they would lend you some equity, and typically that the loan of that equity might only be necessary for, say, 3 years, 5 years maximum, and then they can take that equity back, and your property will stand on its own 2 feet in terms of your lender and your mortgage and your own equity. Okay, so and look, it can be a complicated, complex thing to look at or consider. So that's where I am, quite happily offering my services to you. That happily to sit down with your parents, if you're one of those 18-year-olds that are ready to make that move. I'm happy to sit down with your parents and explain the process to them, and of course they will get independent advice from one of maybe our professional brokers, and of course a solicitor about making such a commitment to assisting you. But look, I can assure you it's a fairly simple process to go through, and we can certainly hold your hand all the way through that process. So look, just as I said earlier, that's really one of the great ways to get started if you don't actually have any significant savings. And these days typically a lender would be looking for a 5 or 10% deposit, So in that particular case where you have equity lend, that may not be necessary at all. Okay, so look, I'll just leave it at that. What I want to do, of course, is remind you of our disclaimer. My role in this process is that I am a licensed real estate agent, fully licensed by the University of Western Sydney many years ago at the Hawkesbury campus. And so I am not a lawyer, a solicitor, an accountant, a financial advisor. I'm simply giving you the benefit of my general experience, and I want you to take that on board. And of course, as they always say, seek professional further advice on any issues that you need to or deem to need to. Okay, so that's goodbye from me at the moment, and we have a whole string of videos in 2021 that are coming your way, so we look forward to hearing from you. Don't forget, you can contact us, you can leave comments where you see this video. We're always happy to listen to your comments or answer any further questions, and you can also, of course, go to our website at www.cooperandcooper.com.au and simply fill in our contact form. Very simple thing to do, no phone calls, no nervous conversation, just simply fill in our contact form, let us know who you are, even put in some questions there that you may have that have arisen from this video, and happy to communicate with you whichever way you deem to be the most suitable, be it mobile phone or FaceTime such as this, videos, or email, of course, and of course SMS, texting, all these wonderful ways that we can use this modern technology. Okay, so it's goodbye from me, and hope to hear from you soon. Bye for now.